Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Thorny Pit. We're going to start off today by doing a tutorial video on how to get started on Star Citizen. As we all know, Star Citizen is a game that is still in the alpha stage of development, which means there is active content coming into the game. So they don't have a tutorial yet. This video hopefully will give you enough information to get started in the verse from getting out of bed, getting out of your hab, and calling your ship and doing a mission. So let's get started. You'll start out on a screen like this after you've already created your character. There's nothing you can do. It will make you create your character first. I choose best server because it will select the server best suited for your location around the world to give you the best ping possible. Just a heads up, it might take a while for you to load in. So when you first wake up in the Star Citizen, you will wake up in a habitat. Whether it be in Microtech, Area 18, or Lorville, depending on where you chose as your starting point. I usually choose New Babbage on Microtech because it's the easiest location for you to get in and out of the spaceport without too much hassle of things like no-fly zones. Okay. So, but first things first, get out of bed, tap Y. That will stand you up. As you see, you wake up, you're in this hab. It's got tons of little things for you to explore, like the bathroom. Got all these drawers. Eventually, these drawers will have purposes. Once you have your own apartments and stuff like that. But to interact, you use your inner thought, which is you hold F, which will bring up your cursor like this, and then you click. That will get you out of your hab and into the corridor. Most habs are multi-level, so that means you're not going to be on the ground floor. So you got to come over to the elevator, click call elevator. Again, you hold F and then click where you want to interact. And then click lobby once you're into the elevator. Now, I will fast forward through all this of me trying to get to the hab to the train station. It takes a while, and let's just face it, nobody wants to sit through a video of them running to the tram. So, we'll fast forward. So, each city has a tram system. Some are easier to navigate than others. Microtech is fairly simple. As you can see, you go down to the metro loop and head to the one that says Spaceport. Alright, now we have made it to New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport. From here, you're going to go to the exit through the elevators, up through customs. Alright, once you've gotten through customs, you've gotten up into the spaceport, you'll see 3 different areas. Hangars to call ships. You can come over here to surface entrance and call ground vehicles. And eventually, you'll have commercial flights. They're not in the game yet, so don't even worry about it. But right now, I'm trying to show you guys how to get into space. So you'll come over to your fleet manager window, hold your inner thought, and click on the screen. As you see, I have multiple ships. Most beginning players, they're going to have one ship, such as the Aegis Avenger Titan, the Mustang Alpha, or the Aurora. It'll tell you what hangar to go to, which mine is hangar 1. You'll come over to these elevators and make your way to your hangar. If you forget what hangar you were supposed to go to, you can always look for your ship's marker, and it will tell you what hangar your ship is at. So chat, this is the Mustang. Sorry. This is the Avenger Titan. Sorry, stutter moments. But it has 2 forms of entry. You can either, when you have cargo in it, you can come over to the side where it says ladder, hold F, and click enter ship. That will get you into the driver's seat or pilot seat. Or you can come in through the ramp back here, open door by holding F and clicking on the door itself. Also, don't forget to shut your doors. That's another tip, chat. Anytime you go and leave your ship unattended at, say, a landing pad out on a planet or at a station where other people have access to your ship, always, and I mean always, make sure you shut your doors. Otherwise, that leaves it wide open for other people to stow away on your ship or steal your ship. So, now we are in our cockpit of our ship. All of our systems are offline. So, what you do, hit R as in Romeo. That will bump you to flight ready. Now comes the part of getting out of the hangar. So, what to do so, if you have it bound to your keyboard or your flight sticks, depending on whether you fly mouse and keyboard or flight sticks, you can hit your call for clearance button. But most people that are starting around are not going to have that bound. So, what you do is you hit F11. That brings up your comms window. You click Friends up here at the top. And then you'll click this button right here next to Interstellar Spaceport. Click this button right here. That will initiate you calling for a clearance from ATC to take off.
You are clear to launch.
As they said, I'm clear for takeoff. The doors will open. For mouse and keyboard players, it is spacebar to strafe up and control to strafe down. Your controls for left and right, forward and back, ASWD. Left and right is A and S. Sorry, A and D. Forward and back is W and S. Once you're out of the hangar, you are clear to raise your landing gear. To do so, hit N as in November to raise and lower your landing gear. Some of the bigger ships have VTOL, which is vertical takeoff and landing. To do so, you hit K as in Kentucky. That will activate and deactivate your VTOL engines. But most of the beginner ships, other than the cutter, they don't have VTOL engines. So, again, it takes a bit to get out of atmosphere, so we are going to fast forward through this to get us started on doing a mission. So, see you in a bit. Also, chat, to control your velocity limiter is your scroll wheel. You can scroll backwards to lower the velocity limiter or your speed limiter. Scroll forward to increase your speed limiter. And C, or in Charlie, will activate your cruise control, which will be whatever your speed limiter is set at, you hit Charlie, and that will make you go that speed. Alright, chat, as you can see, we are now out in space. We've made it out of atmosphere. So now is the time for us to activate our quantum drive to do a quantum jump. So to do a quantum jump, you can either hit B, just tap it, that will start spooling your quantum drive. To do a blind jump, if you know where you're going, you can manually search through all these multiple radar blips that pop up on your screen. You can, if you don't want to set a route. So, but most of the time, it's easier to just set the route. So what you do, hit F2, that will bring up your star map. Don't worry, we're going to be getting a new star map eventually. It'll make it a lot easier to handle. So let's say you want to go to the Hurston system. You'll find Hurston on your star map. You will click on the planet. That will give you this green dotted line right here. Once you see the green dotted line, then you click Set Route. That will turn the green dotted line into a solid line. You have successfully set your route. With your route set, you will see a blue arrow on the side of your HUD, or you will see the planet in front of you wherever you're trying to head to. But since I'm not looking in the proper direction, I see the blue arrow. So you line up your crosshairs with the blue arrow, or which will turn into a circle since I'm going to Hurston. Turn on your quantum drive again by hitting Bravo. Just tap it. So that's going to bring up your quantum drive system. Once you see calibration and spooling complete, it'll be calibration ready and spooling is complete. Now is time you activate your quantum drive by holding Bravo. And there you go. You have successfully entered quantum space. Your computer will take over and it will fly you the distance and drop you out of quantum drive when you have reached your destination. If for some reason you feel that you forgot to do something and you need to go back, or you don't quite want to go all the way and you want to cancel your quantum, just hold B again and that will drop you out of quantum. But let's continue on to Hurston. So I'm going to turn on my quantum drive again by tapping Bravo, letting the spooling complete and the calibration set to ready, and then holding Bravo again and jumping. That concludes my tutorial on how to get out of your bed, to the spaceport, out of the hangar, and into quantum. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video.